Hello everybody and welcome back to Robert's Reviews. Today is Friday, and for those of you guys who don't know, every Friday, whatever the new Marvel show is, I watch the episode and I just upload my thoughts on it. I don't edit it or anything, it's just me talking to you guys about what I thought about the show. And spoiler warning, this review will contain spoilers, because I feel like there's no way to talk about this without spoiling something. But today we are going to be talking about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 1, which I believe is called New World Order. So I didn't really have any thoughts going in. I was like, alright, Falcon Winter Soldier time, let's start time to go. We knew significantly less about this show than we did about WandaVision, which I'm not going to try to compare it to the first episode of WandaVision because they're two extremely different shows. So, we pick up and we were basically, okay, we know that Sam has joined the Air Force, sort of, or at least he's helping them in some way, shape, or form, and basically trying to stop these terrorists or whatever. It just seemed like some light superhero stuff. Then we see Sebastian Stan's character and the Winter Soldier, who is now just Bucky Barnes. He has a nightmare where he's the Winter Soldier and killing people. And then he's going to therapy, and the therapist is like, hey, remember, you're Bucky Barnes, not the Winter Soldier anymore. And he's like, yeah, I know. And then we get to go into some interesting story stuff. We see that Sam has a friend who's in the military of some sort, who's in Switzerland. Is trying to figure out what is going on in this terrorist group. We don't know anything about the said terrorist group. Except that it is a group and they're doing something wrong. It might not even be terrorists, they might just be bank robbers, so they did rob a bank. And so I think that's going to be a major thing in the near future. I'm assuming Sam and Bucky might have to join forces to stop that group. But beyond that, we learned that we learned about Sam's family. It's Sam's sister and Sam's sister's two sons, and they live in a house by a boat. It doesn't really say where, so I don't really know where we are. It might still be in Washington area. I'm assuming it's Washington area, but it doesn't actually say. And we learned that, she's had it rough the past few years because, she was alive during the blip and she had to keep the children alive and she didn't have a job. So they have to sell the family boat, to which Sam is upset about because Sam's like, we grew up on this boat. So he's trying to figure out how they're going to get the money to, keep the boat. And in the meantime, he donates Captain America's shield to the Smithsonian. Well, at the end of the episode, spoilers once again, the Smithsonian leader takes the shield and gives it to somebody who he dons the new Captain America. And we see disappointment all over Sam's face. And that's the end of the episode. I think it's safe to assume that in the following episode, we're going to explore the new Captain America, which I'm actually really excited about because I think it'll be really fun. I hated the guy, the new Captain America. Hasn't even said a word yet, and I was like, hatred everywhere, which is good. That's what you want out of it. But back to Bucky Barnes, of course, he's going out to eat with his friend, his old friend, which we learn is actually, we were pretty confident that the Winter Soldier killed his son. So he's trying to make amends, like he is with all the other people. And while he's at the bar, the old man's like, oh, you should go on a date with this girl. And so he sets up a date with those two, and they go on a date. And it's actually kind of nice. I like her. I don't know if she becomes some kind of superhero or anything, but she seems really nice, and I like her a lot. But Bucky is now officially going by Bucky Barnes, and finally looks nice, and not like a homeless person. But overall, in terms of what I thought about the episode, I didn't really like the music very much. I think the music could have been a little bit better. And the action was good, I think. I think it was a little bit too shaky cam. It was a little bit too, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman shaky cam. I guess I can't really complain about it because I think it was really cool. But the shaky cam parts weren't very well done. However, they probably just shook it so that we can get some motion blur, so that way the special effects didn't need to be as good. Because I'm assuming the budget for this isn't, exactly skyrocketing. But I think that in terms of story, I liked it so far. I like that we get these backstories from Sam and Bucky. I'm sure we'll get more too. And I like how they're building it. We have really interesting ideas between, we have the group in Switzerland. We have the boat, which I'm sure will be a problem in the future. And we have the new Captain America, which might be the new bad guy. I don't really know. I'm assuming the bad guy is probably going to be the new terrorist group, and it's possible that the new Captain America goes there to try to solve the problem, and Sam and Bucky Barnes are already there trying to solve the problem. That could, result in another rift there. That'd be interesting. But overall, I think it's a good episode. I don't think it's the best thing that Marvel's ever done. I'm not necessarily thrilled about the rest of the season. I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's gonna be a bad season at all. But it isn't. It's a Marvel show. It's a Marvel movie show. It's not anything that we really haven't seen before. But nonetheless, I'm still excited for more Marvel content. So I liked it. I think it was fun. Give it a watch on Disney Plus. And those are my thoughts. I think it's pretty easy, straightforward episode. Whereas if you look at my first WandaVision review, I'm like, oh my god, the theories are everywhere. But no, it's pretty straightforward. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll look it up later on tonight and be like, all right, what did other people think? But I don't like to look at what other people think before I review, so that's why I review early in the morning. Coming up today, we should have Happily and Phobias. I would like to watch The Courier and The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, but apparently those two are only on only in theaters. I'm going to check into that right after I upload this, and regardless, I'm probably going to have 2 more reviews today, so make sure you guys go check those out. Yesterday, my Snyder Cut review went live, and you're going to want to check that out. And I had another video come out this morning. I honestly don't even know what video it is. I don't know. But there's another video out already today for it's Friday, so I do requests. But if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It's a huge help. Subscribing really gets me going. I've been getting a subscriber a day now, and really every time I see that number go up, I just feel euphoric. I love it. I love this job. It's my favorite job that I have. And I'd like to keep doing it, so please let me know if I'm doing good. Let me know what you guys thought about the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier down in the comments below. I love looking at them, and I think it's going to do it for me today, or at least for right now. And as always, keep watching movies and television, stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.